sitting here with the incomparable CJ Graham from Friday the 13th, Part 6, and Highway to Hell. How are you?
Good. Good morning.
Good morning.
To see you.
Good to see you. Welcome to Niagara Falls.
Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
Yeah? So while you were here, have you had a chance to go down?
Yes, we did. I had a chance to go down and take a look at Niagara Falls last night. My wife and I went down there and got some pictures. What a backdrop. Amazing.
It is beautiful. Is this your first time here in the Falls?
Very first time.
Yeah.
So totally amazed.
Yeah? Will you come back?
Again, of course. The casinos are here.
That's great. It's a good segue because as CJ Graham is the COO of casinos in,
California.
California, there we go. Talk a little bit about casinos out there.
Yeah, I have the privilege of being the chief operating officer for 2 casino resorts in the Coachella Valley, Palm Springs, Rancho Mirage.
Nice.
One is Agua Caliente Resort and Casino, and the other is Spa Resort and Casino. Both Indian casinos in the Southern California market.
We have a smoking law here in Ontario. Are they allowed to smoke in the casinos there?
In the casinos, you can still smoke. Okay. In the restaurants, you cannot.
Oh, okay.
But I've been in the casino industry for about 20 years. When I left the acting in 1991, I went back into the casinos in Las Vegas. And then I took a general manager position in Northern California before I migrated to Southern California and taken over as a COO. So I've got about 2,400 employees.
Oh, wow. Where are you originally from?
I grew up in Seattle. 17, went in the military, never looked back, never went back, said no thank you.
Wow. And so where are you now?
Living right in Rancho Mirage.
I
have a horse ranch in Arizona. So I do enjoy that when I get my weekends to go over to the ranch and get some time out and take the ATVs out of the boat, go to Lake Havasu.
That's awesome. All right, so let's move on to Friday.
All right.
So how were you approached, by Paramount to be Jason? Give us a little bit of background on what happened there.
Of course. I'm one of those Cinderella stories, I always say. So I'm sure people have heard it before, but running a nightclub in the LA market is very unique. So I was a general manager of a nightclub in LA. A lot of people say, well, he owned it. I worked closely with the owners, so I participated. But I had a hypnotist, Jack Laughlin. One Thursday, he decided he was going to shoot a video of promotional type with a company called Real Effects. Real Effects just happens to be the company that did Part 4 special effects.
Yeah.
And it just happened they decided in the hypnotist show they were going to do a Jason theory coming through a screen. And they looked at me and said, well, put CJ in the costume. Look at the size of him. Yes, the rest is history, like one would say. I came through the screen. They looked at me and said, we're going to cast you for Jason. I'm like, yeah, right, sure. Everybody hears the story about Cinderella. Oh, call me. I'm going to make you a movie star. Well, lo and behold, a few months later, they called me to go down and meet Frank Mancuso Jr. at Paramount Studios. Unbeknownst to me, not knowing much about Screen Actors Guild and or stunt, how things were done, met Michael Nomad. At the time, felt very qualified that I could do it. Decided to originally go with a gentleman who was a stuntman. And I was very honored just to be considered. I thought this was great, thank you. The gentleman did one daily, it's called, came back, didn't project quite the image they were looking for. I remember it was a Saturday, they called me, they said, come down to Paramount again, I met with them again. Monday morning, they gave me a call, said, we're going to Covington, Georgia. And as they do say, the rest is history.
That's amazing. So what is your relationship with any of the guys? Do you do the Comic-Cons? Do you guys have a reunion of sorts that you all get together, or is it just at the cons?
I think it's more at the cons as the promoters come through and do this is 30 years for my movie. So 1986. So we're looking at a 30-year anniversary for myself and some of my cast members. But I see all the Jasons at the different events. I try to do 2 events a year. It's just challenging for me to leave the office and get away from my responsibilities. I do have a chairman and a council and members that I report to. So with that being taken into consideration, I really want to make sure that I meet those obligations. But I will tell you that, all the different Jasons are friends. We're all part of the same family. There's an iconic brand out there worldwide. You may not know CJ's face, but I have been to TSA and had somebody look at my ID and go, are you the guy that played Jason? And I'm like, yeah. "Oh, do you know Derek Mears?" He goes, "Oh yeah." I go, "See that guy back there on the back, the TSA line? That's Derek." And they go, "Derek, come to the front." So it is amazing. I've been at Universal Studios and have people go, "You played Jason? Wow." I mean, they are loyal fans.
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure. So on the set of Friday, how grueling was it for you? How grueling?
Yeah, I got beat up a little bit. Not in a bad way. I was relatively in good physical shape, but the whole concept was to be able to do all your own stunts.
Yeah.
Michael Nomad kept me alive. You know, we set my back on fire. We had me physically chained 20 feet in an Olympic-sized pool in LA with safety divers coming in. And I would signal for the diver to come in. They'd pop my mask and just push a regulator in my face. Take some deep breaths. I knew what the scene was supposed to look like, put the mask down, and just start the fight scene again. Right. But everything was pretty good. I mean, when you're going through a wall, when you're looking at people getting shot, a shotgun jerk back where they hook you into a chain, or a cable, I should say, and they do me at 50 pounds, 75 pounds, let me feel the pressure before they gave me full force.
Oh, wow. So why didn't you continue on as Jason from 7? And I know Kane, you guys are good buddies and that kind of thing, and Kane's an awesome man. Hey, Kane Hodder, hey, how are you?
Don't suck up to Kane. He doesn't. He's a man.
He's out of it. He's done. He said he hated to do these things. That was a great video, by the way.
No, Kane and I was up for part 7. Kane will tell you the same story. Kane had a good relationship with the director. He spoke to the director. He had worked for the director. The director knew of his qualifications. When you get that bond, it's just natural. You go with who you know and what you know. Never took offense to it. I was in the prologue of part 7. Like I always say, Kane and I have known each other since '88, roughly. We've been out for other parts. We went out for Highway to Hell. Obviously, that was my ticket. I got the part for Highway to Hell. Yeah. So I played Hell Cop. So we've all had our chances, so we still have a very close bond.
Right on. Hell Cop, with all this makeup and stuff, what is it like on you? How does it feel? You're in it for a while, you know, you're sweating in there.
Well, I think the Jason character, once we got down to one prosthetic rather than multiples, took about an hour to get in makeup. Highway to Hell took about 5 hours. Right. Several different pieces, but it's hot. Yeah. It is hot. Anybody that's worn a mask out there or a hood, they'll tell you can't hear, and it's just sweating.
Oh, yeah? So, in Friday the 13th, do you have a favorite moment? I know we spoke about this yesterday, and a pivotal moment in the movie, the empowerment.
My very first scene, Tom McLaughlin said to me, "I want you to step into the camera frame, and I want you to push out your lats, and I just want you to walk towards that mobile home with force. All I want to see is force." And I'll always remember that first scene. Always.
Yeah. Well, my favorite moment is when you came out through the Winnebago.
Through the Winnebago, yeah. Another forceful moment. You just have to just go for it.
Acting a hobby for you?
I'm committed when I get on set. When I do a job, it's a job. Just like running the casinos. That's my commitment. Being here at the con, I'm 30 minutes early. I'm ready to go. This is a job. I want to take care of the fans. The fans, number one. The fans make the Jasons, the characters, the brand. So I thank the fans more than anything else.
Right. And so for the fans, what do you got coming up? Do you have anything coming up? Or are you just going to, is there anything in the works?
No, as far as the acting, the Screen Actors Guild, I've got, a couple more years in the casino industry. I'd like to work and then take a look at opportunities.
Oh, yeah? Well, if you don't mind me saying, Steve Dash has been out of the game for a little bit, and he's now getting back into it at the age of 72. Do you see yourself at that age?
Well, Steve, is he still alive?
Steve Dash?
Yeah.
Oh.
I had no idea. I sent flowers to the guy. I thought he died.
Why is it? Is it because Ari always says Jason never dies?
Who?
Is that it? I'm just name dropping now.
Are you missing this?
What is he?
Where's my... Get my machete.
We're security. Get him out of here. All right. Hey, you guys have been great. Thanks very much.
Thank
CJ,
you.
very much.
Right.
Thanks very much. You guys take care, and we'll see you guys soon. Oh, hey, and by the way, welcome to Niagara Falls. I mean, I know this is day 2 for you. Day 3.
Right.
Day 3. And, thank you very much. And you guys have been great. And you've been great. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.